So I'm from Zambia, just over here. Zambia is a beautiful country. We've got 10 provinces in Zambia. What makes it so special is obviously the minerals that it has and the wildlife. So we've got the biggest open pit in the world, and that's Konkola Copper Mines. But then we've also got the Victoria Falls, which we share at the border with Zimbabwe. So we've got tourists from all over the world that come to Zambia to visit, because we've got 72 dialects of the same language. So every part of Zambia that you travel to, there's a different dialect of the same language. And I guess what brings us all together is the food and just the storytelling and the proverbs and listening and learning from the elders. So Zambians end up coming to Perth in different ways. I came as an international student, and then after I finished my studies, I decided to stay in Perth and live in Perth. So most Zambians will come to Perth as either on a 457 visa to work, or they'll come to Perth to study. We are one of the lucky countries from Africa that really don't have a huge issue with immigration or refugee to say, where we seek refuge to other countries, because our economy is pretty stable, and I would love to think that it's getting better and better. So coming to a first world country just gives us an opportunity to learn different things that we can take back to our country to help it develop even further. One thing we forget is, yes, we do come to a country like Australia, which is a really, really good country. Sometimes you find that you would have come here as an international student and your funding has stopped coming from home because maybe your parents have lost their jobs, or sadly you have lost your source of income. You've become stuck. We don't have those links where we are able to recognize the people that need help within our own community. So what we're trying to do is to build those networks, is to build those connections, so that we know and we open our doors to say, if you are in need of something, we are here to assist you. It doesn't have to be financial help, but it can also be emotional help. There's a lot of, I'll give an example of the FIFA wives, so fly in, fly out. There's a lot of ladies in our community, including myself, whose husbands fly in and out of Perth for work. We've got a few women that go through a hard time because they're new mothers, they are young mothers, and they don't know how to cope without their partners. But for some of us who've been doing it for a long time, we have developed some coping mechanisms that we can share with them. But then again, it's having those connections and recognizing that these sorts of people need help. We have introduced what's called link teams, health and wellness link teams, family and support link teams. So we are recognizing women that and men as well that are professionals in those fields. So we've got people that do community work, community outreach, that are professionals in those fields, and we're bringing them together so we can train up other members who don't have that experience to start assisting families that will need that sort of help. So we've also got, especially the health and wellness one. One thing that we've noticed in our previous years is that yes, we live in Australia, amazing food, but sometimes you can get entangled into eating all the junk food and you become a bit large. And you go to the doctors, they tell you lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. So we've discovered that there's been a high rise in diabetes and coronary diseases in our community as well. So we want to encourage our community to be healthy, to build a healthy, stable community. So we've built a link team called Health and Wellness, where we're going to be encouraging small groups of people to come and exercise, doing games, and being active with their children, but with other people as well. I think the future for the community is very bright. It is very bright, because what's happened is, obviously we have come here as students, now we are working professionals, and now we are starting to have families. So now we are raising children in a new environment, a new country. And yes, they are Australians and they are Zambians as well.